Right folks, it's Phil here. If you haven't guessed already, it's not going to take you very long to realise where we are, so I'm just going to pan round quickly. Those stairs very distinctive. That pond is unquestionable, and then there might be another pond down there as well, and a big garage. So you know where we are basically. We've come down to Llanelli, I think. So we've come down to Lee Hadfield.
Look at the skin quality on that.
Yeah.
Now then, that is the classic Tucano gin.
Yeah.
Absolutely fantastic. And when you go to shows, because it's not a full ginner in, that gets entered into the standard Sankey. So, and it gives an extra little element. It's kind of like those sparkly knickers I was on about. But yeah, so this is a male Tucano Sankey, selected from Tucano stock last year at the Mud Ponds by Ricky and Ryan.
Yeah.
Specifically for the show scene. However, it came over and it's not quite ready for the show scene this year. It's got actually quite a big head for the body at the moment, but I think next year when that gets a little bit of length on it, I think it's going to grow into the head a little bit more. Yeah. I feel it's a little head heavy. I think everything else is really good on it. So yeah, nice prospect for the future. It does seem to hold a little bit of mucus every now and again on the head, but it's kind of one of my indicator fish in the pond.
Right.
If something's not right, I'll know it from its head. So you know what I mean? Like yeah, it salts a little, but anyway, let's see what size of the Tucano Sankey is. $53 cm.
53 cm. Very nice.
So
It's a cracker, there you go.
Yeah.
This is a Hoshikin Kawaku. It's one of my, I've had this for a long time, do you know what I mean? It did get a little bit messy last year because this front down here had a break in it here that was closed up, which is a good thing. So now we've got a lovely flowery pattern. So these two dams have actually come together and made one, which is amazing. So now we've got a nice two-step flowery pattern. You know, it's nice, it's male. If you feel its gill plates and stuff, it is like literally 40 grit, you know what I mean? So, but it's still got a nice body for a male. It's got a little bit of secondary. This is why I didn't take it to the shows this year. It's got a bit of secondary on one of the gill plates. It is what it is, but it's got a nice little body on it. And it's one of those fish that I want to see develop. I don't really want to get rid of it. It's not perfect, but it's done quite well in the shows last year. But I didn't take it out this year, but I'm going to measure it because it wants to get it out already.
$54 cm.
Yeah. So it's nice. Like I said, it's a nice, not spectacular, but there's nothing really wrong with it. So there's no point. You know what I mean?
It's a beautiful fish.
Yeah. These are two of the fish that I selected from the Taniguchi Mud Pond event with exclusively koi. I was more keen on the Sankey, which I still am very keen on the Sankey. When all that black comes up, that is going to be absolutely lovely. However, when the Kawaku came in, it was very, very thin, but now it's put on some serious weight.
You know what I like about that? It's got a love art on the side of it. He's got a love art on the side.
Yeah.
By the looks of it.
That is 37 cm.
That was a Sankey scrag. Yeah, look,
you mean?
Yeah.
So an interesting thing with this is,
it looks like it. No.
Because that's three scales, that's classed as a dam, so it's not a default in the show scene, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, yeah.
But if you look at this, if you look at the skin quality on that, can you see like the gin on each leading part of the scale?
Yeah.
It's almost like, I don't know, like a Carge Shiro, but it's got that gin. I think it's called cano, no, is it called cano bin? I think it might be called cano, which is when it's on the leading edge of each scale. But it's consistent all the way
clear.
through.
Yeah.
That is pretty fly, like, you know, and we've got nice Marizumi keywords. The only thing that I was not happy with is this down here. Okay, yeah, I'm a drink here. So it's a little bit messy there. I'm hoping that that's going to solidify and close up a little bit.
Yeah.
Did you just drink that pond water? Mate, honestly, you bonkers. Right. This is a cool fish. So this is a fish from, I believe, Hoshikin, right? And this was £95 it's cost me. It was a grow and show with exclusively koi. I think I came second in the size category, like for the best growth. However, I came first for the quality.
Yeah.
Like it's what I've always said. You can't push them too. It's no point. They'll just fall apart. Not every one, but you know, even when you're trying to grow them slow, there's always a few in the grow-ons that will power on, and they normally end up being, you know, trash at the end of the day. But this is a really nice fish, like lovely, nice three-step, I guess, you know what I mean? And it's done really well in the show, so I'm really chuffed with that. And it's, look at that scalation on that, it's banging,
It is lovely, yeah, it's very clean.
Really good. And even when you sort of like stretch it, when you sort of like stretch it round there, you can see that the belly
It's still got a depth.
It's deep, it goes deep, you know? Yeah, be careful. Oh, don't worry about it, mate. I'll take him to the hospital. He's alright.
Parenting lesson number 23 by Lee Hadfield.
41 cm that is.
41 cm.
But that's really clean.
That is a really, really clean looking kahaku, yeah, absolutely.
You know. Is the only fish I have left from my 45 tozai that was in my grow-on facility, basically.
That's nice.
This is Momotaro, this is, and it's just like a nice little Maritan. It's probably, it was the smallest of the tozai when I bought it. It was probably about 10 cm, and it's definitely the smallest of, you know, the tozai still.
Yeah.
You know, but again, it's a nice little bonsai, nice little vat filler for next year. I don't think it's probably going to get past, even when it's 8 years old, if it gets up to 65 cm, I'd be quite impressed probably. But it's nice, it's not going anywhere. I like it, it's neat.
If you ever get rid of that one, I'll put my name on it.
I will do, mate, I will. Quite a few people have been dying for that. Yeah. And when I bought, this is the growth rate now, this is the difference, right? This is Momotaro as well, right? So when I went down to Keith, the Koi Water Barn last year to pick 15 Momotaro grow-ons, that small Maritan that was last was one of them. So that Maritan was a bit smaller than this, but we're talking, it was 10, 15 cm. No, about 20 mil or something like that, smaller than this koi. And look at the growth difference between the two of them. It's bonkers. So this was on Koi Water Barn's website for a long time. I think they were asking 1,500 quid, 2 grand for it or something like that as a tozai, specifically for possibly baby champion. So I really seen it straight away. So this was hand-picked by Momotaro and sent over as an individual piece, right? Woofy, good boy, as an individual piece. I seen it and I really liked it, and the story was Keith actually gave me this fish. So I think it was big money, and I said, oh, I'll have those 10 tozai, and I said, how much you want for this piece? And he goes, he done the maths, and it was extremely cheap. And then I worked out afterwards then that he'd actually give me that fish for free. So
marvellous.
I've taken it to a few shows. It's not done much yet. It's chalk and cheese really, isn't it? It's Marmite, so it's a very, we don't know. It's so interesting.
Yeah, absolutely.
That I've got a fish in Yamaguchi at the moment. Actually, I'll go and get the picture of it. Keep an eye on that. Harvesting next month in Yamaguchi, which is that fish. And if you look at them, they're very similar. Do you know what I mean? They, you know, it's just they just remind me of, I don't know, a very similar fish. I quite like a quirky pattern, especially when it with a nice body. So this fish that I'm harvesting from Yamaguchi next month, I bought as Tozai. It was, I think at Tozai it was like insanely big, like nearly 40 cm.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I'm expecting it to come out at 55 plus, I reckon, from the mud ponds. So that's going to be an interesting fish. In Sankey, done really well in the shows last year, but like you said, I said that the Sumi is just laying down a little bit.
Yeah.
I expect that to come up. And I'm hoping that there's going to be some Sumi up on the shoulder at some point, but it's got a hell of a backbone on it.
Yes.
And it's a really nice fish. It's coming on really well. So.
And all yours seem to have really deep benny on the heads. I mean, it's like it's pillar box red, isn't it? I don't know whether the camera will pick that up, but it's so red. Beautiful.
Luck of the draw.
Yeah.
It's swimming.
52.
52?
52, yeah.
Lovely.
Yeah. So
Wow.
right then, guys. So this is one of my more expensive purchases, to be honest. Not in the world of koi, not stupid. What, like £2,800 or something. Which really, in the world of koi, isn't a lot of money, is it? It's really not. It's a lot of money for me.
Yeah.
It might be a lot of money for you guys, but
Absolutely.
it's in the world of koi, it's not a lot. But yeah, when I bought this, it's from the Minima koi farm. And when I bought this, I pretty much bought it with no Sumi at all. So this Sumi coming through now on the Serosi and on the nose was pretty much non-existent when I bought it. But the belly plate is so consistent all the way through that, you know, it was worth buying, because you imagine this fish now, and I don't know if you know, but like the Sumi comes up from the rear of the fish on a goshki.
Yeah.
So that's why you've got it so dark at the tail tube there, and then this saddle here in between the dams is getting darker, and then the nose has come up as well. So, and you can start seeing it from the lateral line. So this will become, I'm hoping by next year, pretty much jet black to the lateral line, and then have that almost that, I don't know, catfish appearance from the side. And that's going to make this fish something pretty special. But like, you know, for a goshki, it's pretty big for a goshki already. I don't think they grow massively big today as a variety. So, yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I can remember going to Otsuka's koi farm. Otsuka does lovely goshki, and he had one goshki there which was very similar to this, but a lot more finished, and it was absolutely incredible. But he was going to the Nagata auctions, and he wouldn't even tell me what he wanted for it, and it was like serious money, you know. Right, so here we are then. Kano. Oh, is it Kano? I can't remember where this goshki's from. It's not Hiroi, and it's not Koda. Kano. I'm pretty sure it's Kano, actually. Yeah. That's just come to my head straight away. So I offloaded another Kano koi a couple of months ago, because this one started to win a little bit more, but it's got a totally different gin. The gin in my old fish was better, but the body on this one is better. So at the end of the day, when you're showing fish, I think body takes way more points than actual anything else. So yeah, this is quite a nice little fish. I don't know, I paid decent money for this one. I think like, I'm sure it was like 375 quid when it was a Tozai, but now it's probably worth way more than that, obviously. So
yeah, this one and the Shira we looked at first, they're just absolute standouts for me.
yeah, nice. It's a nice fish.
It is, it's absolutely stunning.
Yeah. This is my Yagenji Shiro. So I bought this off Gary quite a while ago, actually, to be honest. It was maybe 30 cm. Pretty decent money for it as well. Not crazy money in the koi world, but okay money. But yeah, didn't know much about Shiros at the time, but the Yagenji body shape on a Shiro is really unique compared to everything else. It's a lot different shape, because I didn't know it, but I learned a little bit more about them now, that they are probably one of the original you know, bloodlines, the Yagenji one. So, but now obviously Omo Sato has taken them to the next level, you know, breeding in shows to get the size and the body. These are very much more a very traditional kind of shape, which is a lot more slender. But and they got a bit of a belly on them when you look at them through the window as well. But still really nice. Not an amazing show fish because it sulks loads, and it's not won anything this year when I've taken it to shows. It won every time last year, but I think because I put this in the same vat as the NND, it's just, you know, the Saroji on that, and then this, because it sulks as well, it's just, you know, they're being judged, and you know, it's like me standing next to like Jean-Claude Van Damme in the 90s, you know. Right, I don't know now, I might have it on him now.
You'll definitely have it on him now.
Yeah.
He ain't hygiene very well, is he?
No, bless him. I think, mate, he's a massive, he smokes and drinks like a trooper though, doesn't he? Like, you know. And it's a shame. 56.
56?
56. Oh, 56. And that was, the other one was 56 as well, right? The other Shiro.
55 warnings.
Could be, or 55, 56, that's close. I said, Ryan, exclusively, I said, Ryan, I want a single colour fish. I said, but I want a Ginnerin and I want it to be Benici to get some size from it. And I said, what have you got? I said, I'm after a yellow monkey really. And he goes, oh pal, he goes, they're massive money. He goes, I can source one off my brother, but you're looking at thousands. And I'm like, oh right, at what size? He goes, probably 25 cm, 30 cm. I said, really? He goes, yeah. And he goes, but I got some nice Ginnerin shags, all certificated up, the same size for, you know, 300-400 quid. And I was like, oh, go on and I'll have one of those, you know. So I bought it. It went down to Kevin's place in Sidcup for a little while, and I couldn't get down there, so I got it shipped to me with UPS, and the box was terrible when it came. I didn't even think the fish was going to be alive in it, right? So I unboxed it and I thought to myself, hang on, this isn't a Ginnerin shag, this is a yellow monkey. And then I looked at the certificate and it was a yellow monkey. And it came to me at 43 cm. So I think Ricky is a little bit gutted about it, that a fish has got into a box that shouldn't have been there, do you know what I mean? So I bought a Ginnerin shag and that's turned up. So when I had it, it was 43 cm. And now it is, 54.5 cm. And I made a statement as well. I said I can guarantee everyone this time next year that will be the biggest fish in my pond because it'll overtake everything, and it is. It's like the only thing it has got is it's got like a tiny little black shimmy there. I'm not sure what it is, but it's still a lovely fish. You know.
Darling, it's just outstanding, isn't it? We're not even in the sun.
Look at the backbone on it.
Yeah.
It's insane, isn't it? Love it. It's so nice, isn't it?
Yeah, they
You know. This is my Theatsuri from the mighty Shinoda. Not quite as big as his bull. Male. Very much male, this is. Yeah, so I bought this. It was like £300. It was the grow and show I done with Keith in Toy Water Barn a few years ago.
Yeah, that was yours.
Yeah. Oh yeah. What size is yours, Phil?
Not this size.
Oh no.
I had a real nightmare when mine was delivered. The courier just
really
almost destroyed it.
Yeah.
But it's a beautiful looking fish now. But yeah, it's never been a grower. Probably about 45 cm.
Is it? So I think mine was 30. I think after the competition, mine was only like, I can't even remember, but I know like I'm nowhere near to the, I think the one that won was 58 cm or something, wasn't it? Something pathetic. But it's as a, you know, as a Theatsuri goes, it's reasonably clean. Do you know what I mean? It's like, you know, not too much sooting going on. And now it is 55 cm.
Yeah.
So, I don't think I can get rid of it really because it's kind of a bit of a pet now, to be honest. It actually almost comes up now and sucks my fingers and all. It's actually quite quite a nice little fish, you know.
Wolf's favourite, you're thinking of that too.
I know, yeah, I know, that's it. Yeah, it is. It's gone a little bit veiny, obviously, because it's a bit upset. But this is from Saito Koi Farm up in Nagata. I bought this from Tim Waddington as an azakari fish. Just seen it in a bowl, really liked it, and it was with a lovely kawaku as well, but he wasn't selling the kawaku, and now my eye's a bit better. I realise why, because it was probably extortionately expensive. But yeah, really nice. I think it was about 30 cm when it was going in the mud pond. It's female, I know that for a fact. And it's got a hell of a head on it. 55 cm pretty much now, just under 54.5 cm. It's got a little tiny bit of Benny under the eye there. But it is a nice fish. And like I said, it's 55 cm now at the knee side. It's not bad growth potential, I guess. You know, that's actually quite good, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really good.
Just a very quick video insert from me at this point, because I didn't actually capture it on the day, but this is just to say an absolute massive thank you to Lee, because the bit I didn't get on camera was when we were talking about things in his where he's building his new grow on, which I'm sure you'll see soon on his videos. We were talking about plans for the future and blah blah blah, and I happened to mention that I was going to be purchasing a backy shower, because I'm thinking of putting a backy shower over the top of my individual unit. And Lee absolutely so generously had a surplus backy shower in the garden, and he actually gave me a stainless steel backy shower. Now I believe this backy shower was from Lee at West Midlands Koi in the first instance. So first of all, thank you to Lee from West Midlands Koi for supplying Lee with that backy shower. But massive thank you to Lee. You know, just unexpectedly, wouldn't have anything off me for it. So thank you very much. So I'm pulling this video to a close. Lee has been an absolute star today, he really has. He's been a great host. We've netted I think every one of his fish, we've bowled them up and had a look at them, and it's just absolutely thoroughly brilliant. The knowledge that Lee's gained in such a short period of time, it really just put mine to shame. I need to up my game a bit, but yeah, just want to silent interrupting us. So we're talking about what we're doing next year and buying fish and all sorts. Yeah. So let me just get Lee. Lee, sorry mate, can I just say thank you very much. It's been an absolute pleasure. It's been a super day. I can't believe you've entertained us for so long. And look forward to the next update on your videos.
Absolutely, might be tonight.